I'm good.
Okay. Well, welcome to the Spooky Stoner podcast. I'm Lindsay.
And I'm Dina.
Thank you for joining us. On this podcast, we talk about witchy and spooky shit that we love to talk about and hopefully you love to listen to. And as the title of our podcast suggests, we do all this while smoking some hash. So, buckle up, sweetheart, and let's go. Or we do drops and then
I
can't
took
fill
some
my
drops
mouth.
4 hours ago, and my tongue feels so stupid.
Yeah.
Like it feels so incorrect for being in my mouth.
I
And I know
remember
that's not real.
I remember when I went to bed, I always overthought where my tongue should have been. Is that the kind of situation?
Yep.
Because you're like, wait,
Where do you go?
Yeah, do I let gravity take it to the back of my throat? Because then I choke on my tongue.
Yeah.
Or do I put it down on the bottom? Or does it go to the top?
Where does it go when I make these words? Nowhere, apparently, because it's scared to move.
Yeah, I can hear it too. We tried everything. She has a cotton mouth because she smoked and did drops, and then so we tried
4 hours ago, thinking I'd be fine by now.
Yeah,
No.
and now you have water and mints and lip gloss and all the things. We're trying.
I'll be all right.
We'll keep on going.
Yeah.
So anyway, today I was looking up outfits for my birthday party.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because we are having a Taylor Swift themed Super Bowl birthday party for me because my birthday is February 11th, which is the day of Super Bowl. And we're like, duh. Obviously, we have to take advantage of this situation.
Well, by the time this comes out, it'll have been yesterday.
Well, anyway, yesterday we had an amazing, and it was awesome. The Super Bowl was amazing. Taylor Swift got on stage with Usher.
Kansas City.
Yeah, Kansas City. I was about to be like the
They're
Chiefs.
calling it now. Yeah, it's the Chiefs.
Yeah. It's the Chiefs and the 49ers.
Taylor's boyfriend.
Yeah.
She should buy the team.
She should. She has the money for
really
sure.
Fuck with them.
But anyway, I was going to do a Taylor Swift themed outfit for it. But it was going to be $50. I was going to do the 22 outfit with the black shorts and the shirt and the hat and the heart glasses. Yeah, it was going to be $50. So I was like,
You don't have that stuff? Black shorts and a t-shirt?
Well, I have black shorts, but I don't have a t-shirt with the writing on it.
You got a Sharpie?
No, that's for the No. I mean, you're thinking of You Belong to Me.
No, you can do it.
Okay.
I know what you mean.
But I don't have the hat or the heart. So anyway.
They got heart sunglasses at Walmart.
I'm just going to go with it.
For Valentine's Day.
They probably do, actually.
They do. I saw them.
Damn it. I might have to still go through with this.
You will have already gone through with it.
Yeah, I am.
This is there's a lot of S's in this sentence. This is like when Harry already knew he cast the Patronus.
Oh, yeah, so he could.
That was so hard to say.
I knew I did it, so I could.
Oh, my God.
That was funny.
All right, you say a few more words for a minute. Let me grab some water.
Do you want me to go ahead and do my episode first, or my part?
Ooh, yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Okay, yeah, I can.
We can flip-flop it today.
We'll flip-flop it.
We'll go with the flow.
We'll just go with the flow.
By the end of the episode, I'll be able to speak.
Because that's what stoners do. We just go with the flow.
Yeah. Sometimes we got cotton mouth. That's okay. I ordered those, this is a shameless plug. I ordered those Flint's mints. So hopefully next time we won't have a problem.
Yes. Okay. So, definitely not a Valentine theme this time. Sorry, guys.
Mine is.
Yours is. Okay. Well, hey, that works.
That works. Valentine's.
Okay. Yeah. Anyway. Tonight we are taking a little bit of a left turn and talking about a subject we haven't talked about yet. And that is cults.
Nice.
Yes. This is a subject that I find very interesting because I was raised Pentecostal, to be specific, Assembly of God, which is a branch of Pentecostal, and I always find it intriguing how organized religion must toe a line, not to tip over into the cult area.
Mm-hmm.
I know that college in Pensacola Christian College.
Oh yeah,
that's a cult
for sure.
All the red flags,
all of them.
And so I had to deliver Uber Eats to them sometimes, and I was so flippin' nervous. Like, actually, I wasn't supposed to. One of the students was like, "Tell them you're my cousin." And so I was like, "Okay." And so I was like trying to pretend that I was her cousin so that I could like deliver food to her, which scared the shit out of me because Christians scare me.
Yeah.
People scare me. Add those two together, I am absolutely terrified.
Yeah. Extremists.
Yeah, extremist. Yeah, it's scary. Anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about People's Temple, or more commonly known as Jonestown cult.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like any of them.
This cult is so infamous that when we tell people don't drink the Kool-Aid, that is a direct reference to People's Temple. Though an inaccurate reference, since they actually use the off-brand flavor, and it's called Flavor Aid.
Mm-hmm.
So like even they were like, we're not going to splurge too much here.
Yeah, no. I mean,
off-brand.
Why would you?
Yeah. But before we can talk about the Flavor Aid, we need to start at the beginning. People's Temple started in the 1945. Not the in. I added an extra word in there. As an independent congregation in Indianapolis.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard word. At this time, the church was called Community Unity Church. The leader of this congregation was James, known as Jim Jones. Jim Jones was inspired by the ideal of a just society that could overcome the evils of racism and poverty.
That sounds like a fake as fuck name. Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Who the fuck are you really?
I mean, I know a lot of Joneses, so, I mean, just name them Jim. John Jones? Like, I mean.
Yeah.
Jim. Wait, never mind. We're not even going to try that one. I was like, what's that word?
No.
What's that song that we sing when we're in the playground? Singing their name? John Jacob.
Oh, God,
Jingle.
I can't do all that right now. Got me fucked up.
We're going to totally fuck this episode up. That's what we're doing. Anyway, that is also kind of funny or ironic or weird or whatever word you want to use, that he wanted to overcome the evils of racism, but like he was white. This was a white guy wanting to fight racism. Then, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him. But like he
maybe could have done it a better way.
Yeah, he could have definitely done it a better way. The People's Temple, Temple combined with the church. What? Okay, let me try that bullet point again. The People's Temple combined with Christian Church, also known as Disciples of Christ, in 1960s. Did that sentence make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. It sounded like a whole lot of gibberish to me in my ears. Anyway. Then, in 1964, Jim Jones became ordained in the church. And I was wondering, is ordained a common word, or is it used like in church? Like, do I need to define that right now?
Oh, no, yeah, no, we know what ordained
Okay,
is.
okay. I was raised Pentecostal. It was a common word that got thrown out. My dad's ordained. You know, all these people are ordained. I understand that word. So anyway. 1 year later, Jim started to ride the crazy train and warned his congregation of a nuclear holocaust.
I mean...
Red flag.
He might have just been wrong about when.
Maybe.
I mean, surely, that's kind of like when the Southern Baptists were up there and be like, oh, God.
Yeah.
The Southern Baptists. That word?
Yeah.
Are up there and they're like, you're going to go to hell and you're going to die. Like, yeah, eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
You're not wrong.
I don't know.
But maybe.
He then moved his church to Ukiah, California. Here, Jim Jones continued to grow his church with an additional location in San Francisco and Los Angeles. During this time, members primarily attended Pentecostal-style church services. Hallelujah.
Uh-oh.
That also, if you've been to a Pentecostal church, being filled with the Spirit looks very much like being possessed by demons. Just to let you know. It's kind of weird. Like, now that I'm out of that, I'm just like, wow. Wow, y'all. Like, I have seen people in the spirit, quote, run into a wall. Straight up, knees high, running across the fucking sanctuary.
I would leave immediately.
Into a wall.
I would leave.
I can't tell you how many times people started speaking in tongues, and I had a friend next to me, and they were like, I'm about to run. It's crazy in there. It's crazy. Prepare yourself. Anyway.
I'm not going.
or don't go. Anyway. These services.
I'm not invited.
Were led by Jim Jones. Or would that be Reverend Jim Jones at this point?
Yeah.
In which he would preach and perform healings and prophecies, which is part of Pentecostal, is like healing by hands and prophecies and everything. Also, Pentecostals believe in being knocked out in the spirit. But I saw like a TikTok or whatever where a person was hitting pressure points on these people and they would like pass out. And I was like, that's what they fucking did. That's what Billy Hinn did.
Mm-hmm.
He just like hit those pressure parts or something. Anyway, off that soapbox. At this point, he was inviting members to live on a commune. However, rumors started to spread through the press that the church was involved in financial fraud, physical mistreatment of members, and abuse of children in its care.
Hot dog.
So, what is a cult leader supposed to do when faced with such hate?
Leave.
Well, he moved his congregation of hundreds to Guyana, South America, in 1977. Here, the church created People's Temple I know this word. Architecture role project. Holy shit! I know this word.
I can't help you.
When I was writing these notes, I literally said all the words, and I like abbreviated the words I didn't know. Okay, agriculture. There we go. Whoo! Like that's my fucking job.
Yeah,
is to know that word. Okay, so People's Temple Agriculture Project. There we go. Better known as Jonestown. By the end of 1977, there were about 1,000 residents living in Jonestown. These residents were tightly controlled by Jim Jones and other leaders. Red flag.
Yep.
They worked 11-hour days, 6 days a week on farming, construction, maintenance, cooking, laundry, childcare, education, and healthcare, and made items to sell in Georgetown, Guyana's capital. Red flag. 12-hour days, red flag.
Mm-hmm.
Their diet was simple, and it's sometimes sparse, consisting mostly of beans and rice. Members lived in dormitories, with family groups separated and children raised communally.
That's cool, though.
Yeah, I mean, that's the dream. So, like, I'm not too upset about that.
Like, if they weren't
I mean, the fact that they were...
I totally joined a cult.
Yeah, right.
Like, that sounds great.
I mean, the family groups being separated, that wasn't cool.
Yeah.
But, like, having a community raising your kids, that'd be nice. I don't know, until someone slapped my kid.
Right.
Then I'd be pretty pissed.
That's not gonna work.
Yeah, but, like, the hippie version? Yeah. Totally. Okay. If you or someone you knew was doing something wrong in the cult, it was your responsibility to report it, aka tattling, on yourself and the other person. Then accept whatever punishment was deemed appropriate at the group meetings. Are you saying no because that doesn't understand, or no because...
That sounds horrible.
Yeah, it sounds horrible. Okay. Corporal punishment of both adults and children was practiced. Punishments of adults at Jonestown also included the use of sedative drugs and confinement in small places. No, thank you.
Mm-mm.
Small
Like
spaces and me do not get along. Non-member relatives were not permitted to visit Jonestown. Red flag. Outgoing and incoming mail was censored by the leadership team. Red flag.
What are they, the Ministry of Magic?
Yeah, pretty much.
Intercepting
they're at
all the
Hogwarts.
owls.
Sexual relationships between partners were discouraged, although some members, male and female, did have sexual relations with Jim Jones. Red flag. Yeah. Y'all can't have sex, but I can.
With you.
So, it was do as I say and not do as I do.
Yeah.
Kind of scenario going on here. Right. Jim Jones started to rely on prescription drugs. His autopsy showed high levels of barbiturates.
Barbiturates. Ooh, I got a word.
Hey! Your tongue's figuring out what to do. Don't think too hard about it. In his body, consistent with a drug addiction. He began to fly into rages. Sometimes he struggled to speak coherently.
Oh, man.
Like we do.
Poor guy. He had cotton mouth. Y'all making fun of him.
Oh, he had cotton mouth.
It happens, okay?
And other times, he rambled throughout the night over the PA system, leaving members sleep deprived.
Oh my God, that would be so terrifying.
Red flag.
Oh my gosh, can you imagine?
Yeah.
You.
I would kill someone.
I've been woken up by a drug addict person rambling at me in the middle of the night. It's not pleasant.
That's definitely a trigger warning for you.
Yeah.
No.
Ooh.
Just trying
over
to go.
Over the PA system?
Yeah, over the PA system.
No.
No. Anyway, a year after People's Temple moved to Guyana, a group of former members convinced U.S. Congressman Leo J. Ryan to visit Jonestown. On November 17th, 1978, Congressman Ryan, along with journalists, went to Jonestown and stayed the night, unlike other state officials who had been investigating the commune. Due to this fact, Jim Jones had trouble controlling the narrative of what was happening there.
Mm-hmm.
When Congressman Ryan and his group left the following day, 15 Temple members agreed to leave with them, and another 11 had escaped through the jungle. On their way home on a remote dirt airstrip in Port Kaituma.
Oh.
Yeah, Port Kaituma. Congressman Ryan and 4 others were assassinated by Jim Jones' hit squad, and another were wounded. Shortly after this assassination, most of the residents joined together in a mass rate of murder-suicide in which they were either shot or took poison. Over 900 residents of Jamestown were involved in this murder-suicide. A third of them were infants, 2 school-aged children.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. The children and infants were forced to drink cups of potassium cyanide-laced flavor aid because they couldn't buy the Kool-Aid, or injected with the poison by their parents or a temple staff member.
Oh my gosh.
So parents were like drugging their kids. Members were taught that the community would eventually be persecuted and their kids would be tortured by government authorities. So parents were thinking that they were saving their kids by killing them. And even though most people would consider this a mass suicide, it could possibly be seen as a mass murder.
Yeah.
Especially with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Long before November 18th, Jim Jones and his followers drank what was initially believed as poison as a test of loyalty to him, which in hindsight was a rehearsal for what would happen later.
Mm-hmm.
One of these rehearsals occurred in February 1978. Members were told by Jim and the leaders that there was a coup against the Guyanese government and that they must commit suicide. A vat of poison was brought out and residents lined up to drink, with those who voiced disapproval and opposition in the to the plan drinking it first. After around 45 minutes, members were told it was just a drill. So this leader really had a habit of mind fucking these people.
Yeah.
To the point they didn't know
When the Kool-Aid was laced.
Yeah, when the Kool-Aid was laced, or when there was a coup, or when, they were actually in danger. Like, they thought because the government was so bad that the government was going to destroy them. When Jim implemented the actual suicide plan in Jonestown, there were armed guards with guns and crossbows to ensure that nobody was getting out alive.
Oh.
Some victims were found to have marks on their bodies, suggesting that they were injected with the poison instead of drinking it.
Mm-hmm.
Only 4 people escaped the murder-suicide of Jonestown. And, 2 of them were, elderly people who were, hid. And then 2 were, teenagers who, ran into the woods.
Oh, my gosh. That's terrifying.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, pretty much. Following the tragedy at Jonestown, the People's Temple was identified as a cult. And Jim Jones was depicted by the media as a evil cult leader.
Good.
Took them long enough. The People's actually, I said that later. The People's Temple was formally terminated as a nonprofit corporation in November 1983. The unclaimed bodies were buried by an interfaith group in Evergreen Cemetery, Oakland, California. And then in May 2011, memorial plaques were erected at the site listing all the names of the people who died.
Oh.
And that is my story.
All right.
So, y'all, don't join a cult.
I know. Cults fascinate me.
If someone is like, hey, you can't talk to your family member, or we're going to be with you when you talk to a family member, big red flag.
Yeah, no. But
if they're trying to, exclude you from the world, red flag. Scary shit.
All right, we're going to get through this.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. It's going to sound funny today, but I'm doing my best.
Go for it.
Okay. I might talk a little slow.
That's fine.
But also, we'll just say it's my sexy voice.
Okay.
Because I'm going to talk about, romance magic for
Okay.
Valentine's Day. Because it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
This week.
It is.
That this is being released.
Wednesday.
Yep. So, I want to talk about love spells.
Okay.
And how you really low-key shouldn't do them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Because
that worked so great for Voldemort.
Yeah, you don't want it like that. You don't want it that way. It's better if it's meant for you.
Yeah.
But, since I know y'all don't listen, because I know when I was a teenager, that's all I wanted to look up was love spells.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What did your GMA say about that?
No, ma'am.
Yeah.
Don't do that. You don't want it that way. She was right.
It's like that one movie where the girl, I think it's a 90s movie where she wanted to be popular, and so she did a spell or something to be popular, and then all the boys were like, "We love you so much."
Oh, yeah.
And she's like, "Oh my god, what did I do?"
You're creeping me out. Now it's not cute. Hold on. Okay. So, but if you're planning a little something sexy for Valentine's Day, I would suggest you start with kitchen witchcraft.
Okay.
So you're cooking dinner for him or her.
I know this one. You told me this one.
Me?
Yeah.
What did I tell you?
No,
I don't even know where this is going.
Go for it. I'll tell you if it is or not.
Oh, I was just gonna say, you add a little cinnamon to stuff.
Okay.
Or what are you saying?
Wait. But isn't cinnamon for prosperity?
Cinnamon's
you
very
put in
important.
cinnamon? I mean,
Yeah.
you put cinnamon and cinnamon.
Mhm.
You put cinnamon in your coffee for prosperity.
Or to get lucky.
Oh, okay.
Wink, wink.
All set your attentions, y'all. You
Mhm.
can get laid or you can get money. Which one do you want?
Yeah. You can get both. Shit. Cinnamon's versatile.
No. You told me period blood.
Oh, yeah, that too. You can do that if you want to go ham. I don't.
No.
Gross.
That sounds gross.
But That's like an old wives thing.
Yeah, that's what you've always told me.
That's blood magic. You can also fuck on your period.
Yeah.
That'll get him every fucking time. Just be careful.
Yeah.
Because that will get him every fucking time.
Yeah.
So, don't do that with everyone.
Yeah, I have an IUD. I don't have to worry about that. I never have periods.
Yeah. Every single one that I did on my period was obsessed with me and crazy.
Yeah.
So, I don't recommend that. That's not even what I'm here to talk about, okay?
Okay.
So hard to talk. My tongue feels so stupid.
Just do what you've been doing for the last 30 years.
I know, like I know how to say words. It's fine. But I don't. So, you're in the kitchen. You're
Okay.
cooking dinner.
Okay.
You're putting your period blood in the pasta sauce. Just kidding. Don't do that. But that's where I would start. If your like intention is to have a spicy night. Golly, this is hard. So many S's. You could use honey.
Okay.
Honey is good. Cinnamon.
Okay.
Oysters.
Okay, yeah.
Other
of course, oysters.
aphrodisiacs. Avocado. Coffee.
I wouldn't even try that word without
I know.
cottonmouth. You're brave.
Aphrodisiacs.
Good job.
Ooh.
Gold star.
It's tough out here in these streets. All right.
You got this.
You can also charge you up a pink candle and light that bitch before it's time to do the hanky panky.
Mhm.
But you can charge it up the full moon beforehand.
Okay.
And you can write everyone's names in it
Okay.
and like an intention, and then light it while you fuck.
Okay.
That's a good one for like maybe reigniting the spark.
Everyone's name, is it an orgy?
You know, everyone involved. I don't know your life. Not my business.
So what's the difference between a red and a pink one?
I would say red would be more like we need to fuck more often
Okay.
type spells. And pink would be more like I love you. And
Okay.
I want us to show that more often.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Both are important. But
So red is orgy, BDSM. Pink
if
is
that's your vibe.
love making.
It's whatever intention you put in it. Don't
Okay.
give a fuck. It's a candle.
Or you can use a white one.
What are you the witch doing it for? But that's a good one. And then, of course, sex magic.
Okay.
Which is where you basically solo or with your partner. While you're building,
Okay.
focus on your intention. As you orgasm, picture it coming true.
Okay.
It's a manifestation technique.
Like that could be anything, not just
Mhm.
like sexy stuff.
Anything. Yep.
Be like, I want a fucking big house, and then
Mhm.
just have that as your intention.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. And like the orgasm sends it to the universe.
Ah.
Basically.
Do you have to
Oh, man.
orgasm at the same time?
No. No.
That was in the Magicians, the show, where they were trying to do sex magic, and they were just like, you have to come at the same time. And the guy's like, oh, that'll be easy. And the girl's like, but is it?
Mm.
And he's like, yeah, you always come. And she's like,
Sure. Babe.
Oh my gosh. I was about to say something else about that, but I totally forgot. Oh yeah, there was a book at the Celtic Cauldron
Mm-hmm.
that was sex magic, and I almost bought it, and then I didn't, and then now they don't have it.
I'm sure
Universe,
there's
what
a
are you
lot
trying
more
to
to
tell me?
it, but
Yeah.
that's the gist.
Well,
from
it
my
was a whole
understanding.
book,
Yeah.
and you gave me like a sheet.
Yeah. Not even. As far as Valentine's Day goes,
Okay.
though is really hard. Though. Yes.
Okay.
That one's really hard. That. I can't do this.
You can't do the T's.
All right.
I will translate for you.
Thank you.
I will try my best, at least.
You can make offerings to love deities.
Okay.
Like Aphrodite.
Yeah, she's a favorite.
She likes chocolate.
She likes chocolate.
Avi. Pomegranate.
Does she like weed chocolate?
Fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
You kidding me? You can make your Valentine's Day cards with sigils on them.
Okay.
You can also smoke cleanse your sex toys.
Oh, okay.
Etc., etc. There's just some really good Valentine's Day rituals out there that are fun for making a mundane holiday a little more magical.
Nice.
Because it's not really a magical holiday. I mean, it is, but it's not.
there's Cupid.
Yeah.
It's Cupid's magic. He has like a magic bow that like makes people fall in love or whatever.
Yeah, but there's a lot of other really, really fun stuff that you can do too. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, like all listed above.
Yeah. All that.
All that.
It's all that.
Okay. Well, thank you for listening. We release a new podcast, an episode, every Monday. So roll one and meet us back here next week for more spooky and witchy shit. In the meantime, check out our Instagram, The Spooky Stoners Podcast. My screen went off. Our Instagram, The Spooky Stoners Podcast. That is Stoners with 3 Z's.
Oh man, I could not say that tonight.
If you would like to contact us about your personal true crime or paranormal story, either or if there is a subject you would like us to cover, you can email us at thespookystonerspodcast@gmail.com.
Look at all those S's.
Yeah. Again, that is Stoners with 3 Z's. So, we will see you next Monday. And in the meantime, smoke on, spooky stoners.
Thank you so much.
I knew you weren't going to survive.
No way.